right, everybody, welcome back to Bears in the Snow Part 3. The first time we were together, we made this super cute little bear with his head sort of poking up above his scarf. Very cute. We've got a couple layers of scarf coming down with some tassels. Then we added the secret. We added the white oil pastel, or the white crayon, which you can't really see very well on the picture except when I hold it at an angle. Can you see that? I made some zigzags there. I made some circles. I made this castle wall, some dashes. In the background, I've got these. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it a little bit. But now we're gonna see it, a lot of it. We're gonna see it really well. If you have watercolors, we're gonna need those today. We're also going to need water and a brush. And we're gonna paint. So let's start off with just doing our bear. I'll make him a simple brown color. Your bear doesn't have to be brown if you don't want him to be. I'm gonna make mine brown just because I think he would be a nice, cute, he reminds me of a bear that I had when I was little. When you squeezed his stomach, it made a cute little squeaky sound. He was a little German bear. I can't remember the name of them. But he was a cute little guy. And he reminds me of him. So I'm gonna carefully paint around my eye. I don't wanna get the white spots inside my eye. Remember, we went to all that effort to put a nice little shiny highlight in the eye. If you feel like you're running out of paint, go ahead and get a little bit more. Remember, with watercolor, the watercolor is transparent. You don't wanna dig and dig and dig and dig to try and get a really dark color. It's supposed to be transparent, which means see-through. This is a see-through paint. I'm gonna get a little bit more water. Now I'll do my body. And I'm being super careful not to go into my scarf area. But I can go right over my Sharpie. If you have outlined with a permanent marker, you can paint right over the Sharpie and it won't bleed or blend into your paper, which is one of the great things about a permanent marker. Definitely have under paper, meaning paper underneath your paper that you're working with, if you have a Sharpie or a permanent marker, because you don't want to get any on the table, because it is not easy to get off of the table for sure. All right, so now I've got my bear done. He's cute, he's brown, but what about all that other stuff, that magic stuff that I added before? Well, let's take a peek. I'll clean off my brush. Just a little bit of water. We don't want a big glop of water on there, so I'm gonna scrape a little bit off the edge. I go in and get a little bit of purple, and I'll do one of my sections purple. Now here's where the magic happens. If you remember, we went ahead and we drew with our oil pastel in that pattern, and now it's pushing away the color. You can see it trying to push away. See the little dots on the inside of it? It's trying to push that color away, and it succeeded, it did it. That's the magic of oil pastel. It's resist. It's called oil pastel resist or crayon resist, and it's pushing away the paint so you can see the design underneath. Let's do one next to it. I'm gonna be really careful not to touch my other one so the colors don't bleed. Oh yeah, I did polka dots here. I forgot about that. So there's my next section. While I have this on my brush, maybe I'll do another one down here. Ooh, did I forget some spots? There we go, I'm starting to see. So you can pick whatever colors you want. You can pick some nice holiday colors. You can pick colors that you think would look good next to each other. Some bright, vibrant colors, it's up to you. Yeah, this was my castle wall. Here it comes, it's starting to appear. I love this type of painting. It's almost like magic, isn't it? Just seeing it suddenly appear before your eyes. It's just so cool. And it's worth all of that drawing with white. It's hard to draw with the white. Can't really see what's going on. Unless you hold it at an angle like I did. Again, I hope you could see that. Got my green again. Whoops, I touched my orange. That's not good. But it still looks good. Do a little green here. This green's not really dark. And I just got a couple more. I'm gonna be super careful not to touch my other shapes. Ooh, that one's got a lot of water on it, but it's still working. Looks good. Definitely let this dry before you pick it up because the colors are very drippy and you don't want them to drip into one another. If you pick it up, it'll definitely drip. The colors will drip into one another and all those beautiful sections that you created might blur and blend. All right, so I've got this. Now the background. Do you remember we did something in the background? Well, you could do blue. You could do any color you want. I'm gonna try black just for the heck of it so I can get a nice gray. So I'm putting it in my black. Let's see, I don't want it to be super dark. So I'm gonna add a little more water to this so it's not really dark. Look at that. There's my snowflakes. They're starting to appear. Being really careful near the edge. Don't want to go into my bear. Look at that coming through. It's so nice. So maybe it's a snow bear at night. Uh-oh. See how my purple's still wet and it's going into my black a little? That's okay. It's a little bit of a bleed right there. Just a little bit. Ooh, that's really dark. Should I add water to it to make it look lighter? Maybe we'll just spread it out a little. And I'm almost done. Almost got that color done. A little bit more water on there. A nice big brush helps with the background. Tiny brush. You'll be at this for a long time. If you have a big brush, you can go ahead and spread it out. And there we have it. I know there's a little bit of a glare on this because of the angle of my paper and it's wet. But there you have it. That's the snow bear. Really cute, isn't it? Love the colors, love the patterns. Remember, this is called Oil Pastel Resist. Resist means to push away. So our oil pastel is pushing away the paint. And that's exactly what it did. So you can get a really nice detailed design in there without having to go in with a paintbrush. I hope you learned a couple new fun tricks today and came out with a great piece of art. I can't wait to see you guys again where we can make some more creations together. Bye.